All right, hello everyone. My name is Dennis O'Hara and I am with Stoneham TV, and we are here today doing a virtual podcast with the owners and chef of Gaetano's in Stoneham. We have with us, we have Esteban Gutierrez, sorry, welcome. We've got
Thank you. Thank you.
Edison Gutierrez and DJ Bono. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And can everyone hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right. And unfortunately, Stoneham TV, like everyone else, is still having to be shut down, but I do have the virtual studio in the background, so it sort of looks like I'm still at Stoneham TV, but unfortunately, I'm doing this from home, as a lot of people are. And so we want to get started today and talk to you a little bit about your response to the quarantine. When all this started a couple of months ago, it kind of sort of came from left fields. And so what was your reaction at first in response to when you heard about the pandemic and that businesses were shutting down?
Who's talking, me or DJ? Me first?
Yeah, go ahead, Esteban.
All right. At the beginning, we were really like shocked, and we were like afraid and nervous like everybody else. But then we took all of these like a very positive way, and we've been talking to my partners and say, you know what, we're gonna be strong. This is gonna be a temporary thing. We're just gonna use our precautions and trying to keep everybody like positive, and says, like we just clean our hands, do our things, do what anything that we have to do, everything that you have to do, and just be positive. And this is going to be like a temporary thing that is, hopefully, and it's going to go away. So, but it was a little scary at the beginning, but I don't think we're just being very positive about this.
Yeah. Now, a lot of restaurants opted to shut down for the duration of the quarantine, but you guys ultimately decided to continue with your delivery and pickup services. So talk a little bit about the challenge of having to, I mean, you sort of already had the pieces in place because you were doing that before, but what were the challenges of trying to expand that to only doing delivery and pickups?
Like I said at the beginning, we just wanted to be strong. We just wanted to be with people, and wanted to give people our best, because we appreciate so many things that you guys, all Stoneham, the community of Stoneham, have done for us. So we just wanted to be there for all of you, and thank you for the support. And we always going to be there. We always going to be very strong for you. It's a big challenge, but we always too strong. Yeah. And like again, thank you for all your support, all the people who recognize our efforts and always call to Gaetano, and they always appreciate. Thank you guys for staying open, for being with the business, and we appreciate everybody. We appreciate everybody who's calling and is still supporting us. Thank you.
Yeah. Great. And so now you're able to, you started reopening outdoor dining last week, and how did that go at first?
We've been great. We've been following rules. We've been following all the protocols, like all the rules like the state requires. And we've been doing great. Everybody's being comfortable. When you see people inside, they seem like so comfortable. They so happy to reunite again, to see like faces again. And we've been doing really good.
Yeah. Excellent. And talk about the quality of the food, because I understand that you still use the same fresh ingredients, the same fresh seafood, things like that. Has that been a little more challenging to be able to maintain supplies during what's going on now, or have you pretty much been able to get everything you need?
Yeah, we've been, pretty much we will be able to get everything that we need pretty easy. We haven't struggling regarding quality of food. We've been like again, like very strong with this, and actually we just came out with Wednesday's lobster date, which is that really impact
Hmm.
a lot of people. So Wednesdays became one of the good days in the restaurant because people they say, oh wow, Wednesday lobster. So yeah, we've been really good. We haven't struggling with quality. We actually, like I said, we have to be tough, and we have to even improve more our our skills.
Hmm. Now, with the addition of indoor dining, now you're able to begin offering your Sunday brunch again. I understand has come
That
back with a few
that
new
that is
things.
correct. Yes, you're right. And we gonna start doing brunch again on Sundays. So now our partner Cesar, he's joined us because we wanted it to be too strong. We wanted it to have like the best quality of a brunch as
Hmm.
we can. So now he joined us to help us and give us a strong hand, so we can have a great brunch again. And people's been asking when you guys gonna have brunch again. So finally we back with brunch and then this coming Sunday.
Excellent. And so, what time is brunch on
So
Sundays?
brunch starts 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. So brunch 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. every
Great.
Sunday.
And what's some new things on the brunch menu that we can look out for?
We the new things that we've been thinking besides what we had, we are offering these homemade biscuits that we just making it like Edison and I yesterday. We made like a big batch and we tried it out. He loved it so much. He gave it to people, and a lot of variety of a good food. Like our brunch, everybody loved it so much.
Yeah.
Is like this is gonna be like an impact for whoever wants to have a great brunch.
Anything you can find for brunch, we have it on the menu.
Yeah.
We have from omelets, from regular traditional omelets like Western omelet, green omelet, to a nice creations like jalapenos omelet with more ingredients on it, fiesta omelet. We have a nice bread egg benedict. It started from classic egg benedict to
Hmm.
smoked salmon egg benedict, homemade crab cakes egg benedict. We also have another selection that we call breakfast plates. It's a nice combinations and chef creations between homemade blueberry muffin plate, which is blueberry muffin, small cheddar cheese omelet, bacon and home fries, to a nice breakfast bowl where you can get salt vegetables with avocado, home fries, and eggs. So there's a lot of options over here, and we're just trying to cover everything you can get for breakfast. We also have French toast. We have stuffed French toast, from regular French toast to stuffed ricotta cheese and fig jam, Nutella, and banana. A lot of great options for you guys.
Yeah. Wow, that sounds great.
Yeah. So we
I'm
pretty
ready.
much have a complete whole menu of brunch. Anything that you want for brunch, you have it right there. And then
Yep, excellent.
then
Now, Edison, let me ask you a bit about. I know you guys employ a lot of people. How has the shutdown affected sort of your staff and the workings of your staff? Are they mostly coming back? Are they able to come back to you, or?
Yes. Yeah, we have a good. We've been having we've been having great over here. People want to come back slowly. Obviously, we don't have the full capacity right now, so we don't need the whole team right now. But they all are able to come back. everybody is healthy, and yeah, we're planning to get everybody back
Yeah,
to join our team again.
excellent. So
Now, one of the big new things on for brunch, and it's kind of an extension with the drink program. With there's almost a dozen homemade mimosas. They have homemade purees, a bunch of different flavors, fruit flavors, and a really, really well done homemade Bloody Mary mix as well.
yeah, so it's not just the food; it's also the bars back open. But I understand people can't sit at the bar, but you can still get bar drinks, obviously.
Correct.
That's correct.
Yeah. And now I understand the governor's just announced the implementation of phase 3. Does that affect you guys in another way? Are you able to start putting more people inside? I'm not sure of how the phases affect the restaurants.
I'm not sure how exactly it's going to work for restaurant seating. As far as the functions go, there's still going to be they're still limiting. Phase 3 allows 25 people indoors, and I'm not exactly sure. I believe that includes staff as well. I'm not sure exactly how the wording is on that. I know there was, for phase 2, there was a little bit of discrepancy in what types of staff it included. I know in Rhode Island, they're including service and catering staff are not part of that number. They're separate. They can be an addition, that's fine, but any outside vendors would be included on the number of people. So functions would indoors be limited to 25, outdoors 100. But as far as number of capacity for tables for typical dining, I'm not personally sure on that.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you about how this has affected your catering side of things. So I know you guys were doing a lot of different catering functions, and has that been affected at all?
For caterings, yeah, we don't have the same volume as we had before, but we had to come out with another system, which is a prepackaged catering system. And instead of doing big portions, we had to do individual portions. If we have party of 50 or 60, that means we had to do 60 individual portions. And it's a little bit, like I said, things are not the same no more. So we had to deal with that, and we had to still provide. We need to provide the same quality and same service. So we had to deal with them. But yes, we have some caterers. We still have caterers. We still have people calling us for a service, and we do just prepackaged ordering.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all these guidelines as far as gatherings go don't actually apply on private property. If you've got an acre of land, you can pack in as many people as you'd like, as long as, you should be following safety guidelines, but they don't have to. We've actually been still performing some events outside, separate from Gaetano's, but I recently worked with Esteban at a wedding in a backyard of about 40 or 50 or so people. And they were able to safely provide a catering service. There was a lot of different limitations, such as past appetizers were nixed and guests were not able to serve themselves at a buffet. So there was, some changes. But for those that, maybe doing backyard graduation parties or pool parties or whatnot this summer on private property, the limits don't apply there.
Mm-hmm. I see.
That's right.
Now, talk a little bit about some of the other guidelines that you all have to abide by. I mean, everybody knows the masks, but then what are some of the other ones that apply to you guys that we may not be familiar with?
From front of the house, we had to keep sanitizer stations, 2 sanitizer stations on every door. We have to keep cleaning every single salt and paper, shakers, everything anybody touch, we had to clean it right away. So we have a section and a station where a person is in charge to clean every single salt and paper, shakers, every single item that people touch, we had to clean it, and just the mask and 6 feet between every chair, and just keep everything clean more than the usually more than we have before.
And now, how have since you've reopened, how have customers responded to the new guidelines as far as having to wear masks until they're seated and things of that
DJ.
nature?
I've been in there myself as a customer quite a few times. The first week or so, the first week that restaurants were able to reopen patios, the place was packed. And packed, I mean, as far as the limitations were allowing, but the reservation system was full. It was difficult to get a reservation. People were very eager to get back indoors once that was allowed as well. And the boys here got very creative with putting some tables out the sidewalk. And I sat there myself. I brought my girlfriend, and it was very nice. The patio's great. Last year, before all this, they've done some renovations as well. Last couple of years, adding the bistro lighting in, all new floral beds in there. So it's a nice environment. But when it does come down to maybe an off-weather night indoors, people have responded very well. They're coming out, they're staying apart, they're enjoying themselves. It's nice to see.
Yeah, excellent. And I mean, on behalf of the people of Stoneham, I want to say thank you to you guys for continuing to operate during this whole thing. It was great to take a night off from cooking once in a while and just call up and get a pizza from you guys or a couple of entrees or something like that. One thing I did find out during this whole thing is that I don't give as good of wine pours as you guys do. I never fill my glass up all the way, but when I went to Gaetano's, I said, "Oh yeah, this is how wine is supposed to be served."
We like that.
I've been living down in Florida since the end of April, and I gotta say, you definitely miss the overall pours, the martini pours, the wine pours, the pint glasses filled to the brim. Yeah, they're very generous there. Versus down here, it is measured out to a T.
Right. So, okay, anything else we want to talk about today? Well, we've got you.
No, I think we good, Dennis. Like, once again, thank you for all your support. Thank you again, everybody in the Stoneham, our people from Stoneham. Thank you very much for the support. Thank you. And we always going to be there. All
right. Chef Esteban Gonçalves, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Edison Gutierrez and DJ Bono. And as always, this is Stoneham TV, and my name's Dennis, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, Dennis
Thank
O'Hara.
you, everybody.
Thank